Hey all my Breebies out there, and welcome back to my channel. This is Beauty Brevamped, and I am Bree, a licensed cosmetologist in the state of Nevada, Las Vegas to be exact. I am also a makeup artist here, which explains why I am doing this series here, which was the 5 days of face. And today is going to be day 3 of the 5 days of face. And as you can already see, I kind of already gave you guys a hint on what we'll be doing today. What do you think it's going to be? That's right, highlighting and contouring. But what I went ahead and did today was something a little bit different than what I've been doing on the other 2 videos. I went ahead and started my face, and on the right hand side, or you guys' left, it's going to be the don't, and on this side it's going to be the do. So I wanted to come on camera already with my face made up because I wanted to show you how to refresh some areas of your face if you're out and about for the day, and let's say you sweated, or in some cases when I'm at church, honey, and I've cried and that concealer be smeared. I wanted to show you how to touch that up and at the same time pick the correct things in the beginning. So that's why I went ahead and had my face already fully done today, and I can freshen up other areas later, okay? So on the, as you can guess, on the right side of my face is the don't, because I did tell you the right side is going to be the don't, and on the left side is the do. And so the first don't that I don't want you guys to do when highlighting and contouring your face is a concealer that is more than 2 shades lighter than what your foundation color is. And as you can see on my face, I've already started. So this is the don't. Okay, I picked a foundation that was, a concealer that was way too light. It's more on the way peachier side, though I could fix it later on. For a beginner, this is something that would not be acceptable. So on this side of my face, I have the LA Girl Warm Honey Pro Concealer, and it is actually about 3 shades lighter than my actual foundation tone. Okay, or my actual foundation color. For my do side of my face, I use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Toffee. This is my second go-to from this line. My first go-to is actually Fawn. Fawn is the color that I normally use, but I'm actually out, so I had to use my second to the best, which is still okay because this one is actually 2 shades lighter, which is still on that spectrum that I said, okay? If you notice the difference, this one's a little bit more on the oranger side, which is what I want, and on this side, it's a little bit too light, just too light for my face. It's not to say that this one is extremely out of the picture, but for a more natural look, for an everyday look, for a beginner look, I wouldn't go with this one because it would make it too dramatic for my face, and you will be able to know and can tell that I've contoured and highlighted my face, okay? On this side, this is perfect. This is the tone that you want. This is the color that you want because it does give you the more natural feel. And as always, we want to make makeup look flawless, not cakey, okay? Don't not set the cream into your face. Especially if you have oily skin, you definitely want to make sure that yourself or your makeup artist, whoever's doing your makeup, does set your face with a setting powder. Okay. Today's powder that I'm going to be setting my face with is this Airspun Loose Face. You want to take a sponge like this, and y'all excuse the makeup that's on it. I actually put my foundation on with this today. I recycle, reuse, so don't trip. But you want to take a sponge like so, dip it into the top of the product, and set under your eye with it. Like so, okay? Now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is show you where else on my face I highlight and contour, but I wanted to go ahead and set that into my face before it sat on my skin for too long, because the cream will settle and it'll start to become lines in my makeup, okay? So that's why I wanted to go ahead and set that before I did the rest of my face. So now I do want to go ahead with that same concealer that I used before and do another do, which is to highlight the bridge of my nose, which is where most people do, the top of my forehead in this area, my Cupid's bow, and under my chin, okay? Excuse me, and on my chin. Okay, so those are the areas that I want to highlight. Then you want to blend it. I'm going to be using the same beauty sponge that I blended my concealer with before I started the video, but you want to blend it. You do not have to use a sponge. You can definitely use a brush. I just wanted to use a sponge because sometimes it does suck up some of that cream product, and if you don't have a setting powder, this will help. Okay, so you just want to work that in. All right, so once you have that worked in, you also want to set that into your face just like you did under the eye. Okay, so now I know you're like, Bree, I don't even want to do all of that with my face. Or how long should I bake my face for? You should bake your face for about 5 minutes or so at the least. I've seen people bake it for 30 minutes and all that stuff, but to me, because my skin is dry, I really don't have to do all of that. My main areas is my nose. The next don't I would suggest comes on the contouring side, and that is, don't pick a shade of contour that is way too dark for your skin tone. You want something that you can blend in with your blush and your bronzing powder to make your face have that flawless finish. So for this side of my face, I am using my Morphe 06 PW palette in the warm tones that I just got not too long ago off the Morphe site. The color that I'm going to use is this darkest one right here because I feel like I want a dramatic contour. Slice that nose in half. And then I've seen this on YouTube, so I do like okay, there, contour, girl, it's contour. So as you can see, this is definitely a don't because this is way too dark. It's actually coming up too violet on my skin. I'm gonna have to do way too much work to blend this out. Not only am I gonna have to do way too much work to blend this out, but I am gonna have extremely harsh lines, as well as not only am I gonna have extremely harsh lines, it's gonna be hard for my bronzer powder to blend in with this color of a contour. So the do to this is to definitely pick one that is only one shade. One. I don't recommend two. One shade darker than your foundation or your skin color, okay? Only one, okay? One color up. So looking at this palette, it will be this one right here or this one right here. Sometimes I will mix the two together. And that's exactly what I'm going to do today, is to kind of mix these two colors together. So I'm gonna start on my nose. You do want to take it into, okay, into your eyeshadow. You definitely want to take it into your eyeshadow, okay? And then when you're contouring, you just want to go around and stop your contour about here. You see on this side, I brought it all the way in. You definitely don't want to do that. You want to only bring it into where your cheek, the apple of your cheek begins. And then take it back up, okay? Okay? So now the next do is going to be, now you are okay to go ahead and dust off your translucent powder, you've already baked long enough. You're perfectly fine. And that's why I go and do other stuff with my face and then come back to it, because it gives it the time. By that time, I'm done, okay? So for dusting off the 100 Suede Transluce powder and my contouring brush, tap off. And you want to definitely use another powder to dust off the translucent powder. And the reason being is because if you're going to be taking any pictures, like most of us do when we have our makeup flawless, you want to make sure that there's no flashback. If there is any flash photography, now it's looking 10 times better on this side of my face. I can hear you saying, but you want to make sure it's completely flawless, okay? Don't directly put the blush on your face. For blush today, I'm going to be using Lorax Buildable Blush Satin in Infrared. And this is what it looks like. It is beautiful. I love this blush. It's really pigmented. Awesome, awesome product. So don't do this next. For today, I'm going to be using this Anastasia Beverly Hills Tan to Deep Contour Kit. And I'm going to go right into this powder right here. Blend this into my face with a kabuki brush. The reason I'm using a kabuki brush is because it will also blend not only what I've done with my finger, but it will blend everything that I contour with and everything right on into place. Okay. So I set my bronzer. Now my next do is apply that beautiful blush, honey. I am a blush queen, honey, a blush queen. But I didn't want you to put it on there until you set with the other things, okay? So once again, we're going to smile. Apples of the cheeks. Okay. So that will conclude this video. As you can see, this side of my face is a lot more flawless than this side. This is the actual don'ts. This is the actual do's. Now I've showed you in the series eyeshadow application, foundation and matching, and now contouring and highlighting, okay? So if you want to see more videos to help you guys out with getting your makeup flawless and making it have a flawless finish, I definitely want you guys to give me a big thumbs up on this video. Leave a comment down below if you have any questions, as well as if you like my channel and you want to see me pump out some more videos, go ahead and subscribe and make sure you bring a friend, alright? Alrighty, well until next time guys, stay beautiful, stay confident, let no one else tell you any different, alright? Alright, see you guys later. Bye!